Good day, everyone. Today, under franchising subject, I'll be going to discuss what is a franchise agreement and its content. And afterwards, I'll be having a blindfold recitation regarding the 11K steps in opening a franchise, an overview of the major franchise buying stages. But prior to that, allow me to introduce myself first. I am ELMA LANGGAN, a third-year student, currently enrolled at Leyte Normal University San Isidro campus, taking up Bachelor of Science in Entrepreneurship. Under my instructor, Mr. Bernabe Rodrigo Manang, hereby comply the given tasks. So now, let us define first what is a franchise agreement. A franchise agreement is the legal agreement that creates a franchise relationship between a franchisor and a franchisee. The franchise agreement will serve as the primary and most important legal document that will govern and define the legal relationship with the franchisees. Within franchise agreement, you will be granting your franchisees the legal right to establish and develop their franchise locations, and in turn, the franchisees will be undertaking the obligation to establish and maintain their franchise operations in accordance with the mandates of your system as a franchisor and to pay to your certain ongoing fees. Franchise agreement has many different formats. And my franchise agreement has this format. So as you can see, the top part of my franchise agreement on the front page, it was stated the date of the agreement, then the title, which is the franchise agreement, and then the involved persons or companies, the franchisor and the franchisee. Franchise agreement includes the background of the company or background of the franchisor and the background of the franchisee. Franchise agreement should be expressed or agree both parties in entering into a franchise agreement to meet their respective objectives. It includes the terms and regulations. My franchise agreement template, the section 1 is the definitions and interpretations, which includes the purpose of this agreement. The following expressions shall be bear the respective meaning set forth below. And the below details are the grant of franchise, which is the section 2 of my franchise agreement template. Then the section 3 is the services, the terms and conditions. This includes the services that franchisor will be granting to the franchisee. The terms and conditions also will be put in here. The section 4 of the franchise agreement is the confidentiality, which is the franchisee shall be in charge in keeping all the information or the confidential informations of the franchisor's background or company. The franchisee should not disclose revenue information without prior written consent. This includes in the confidentiality. Then the section 5 is the limitation of liability. The party shall not be liable for any incidental, special, indirect, or consequential damages arising out or relating to this agreement. Then the section 6 is the terms. In this section, it discusses how long would be the franchise agreement. The section 7 of the franchise agreement is the termination. In this section, it includes several reasons for the termination of agreement. Any breach of violation of any of the terms and conditions of this agreement by the franchisee. So within 7 days of written notice from franchisor of the breach or violation, such breach or violation is not cured, provided that no cure period shall be applicable for the violation of any applicable law. Then the second one is the failure of the franchisee to provide the services to the customers as per the expectations of the franchisor. The section 8, applicable law. In this section, any governed and constructed in accordance with the Philippine contract laws will be applied. Then the section 9. The section 9 of this franchise agreement is the dispute resolution and jurisdiction. The last part will be the signing. As you can see, there is franchisor's name below and the franchisee's name or representative below. Then signed with the witnesses. And then the date. Franchise agreement should be signed by both parties, the franchisor and the franchisee. And as you can see, each page has a signature. That means it is being agreed by both parties. You can really see that it was being agreed by both of them. So that's all for the discussion of my franchise agreement. Now, I will proceed to my blindfold recitation regarding the 11 key steps in opening a franchise. The number one of the 11 key steps in opening a franchise is the self-evaluation. In this step, you should be able to evaluate yourself. Are you ready to start this kind of business? Are you ready for the consequences? Are you ready for the finance? Are you ready for your obligations? The second one is to pick a franchise consultant to assist you. But this is optional. Despite of all the information available online, you still need to seek a good idea from a franchise consultant. The third one is the research. What kind of business can your area sustain? What should be the top pick of the local citizens? The fourth one is attend a discovery day. Attend a discovery day is the in-depth meeting of the franchisor and the other potential franchisees. Number 5, speak to other franchisees. Within the FDD provided by the franchisor is the listing of all current franchisees in the system. Find a franchisee who is close to you and pay a visit. There is no better teacher than someone in the middle of franchise ownership. Number 6, find a suitable location. If you're located in a low traffic area, an area where there are no complementary business, how will you get customers? Most franchisors will assess the site selection of the franchisee. You should find a suitable location. Number 7, choose a franchise and secure funding. After you have completed your research, it's time for you to make a big decision. Which franchise system will you invest in? Once you have decided, you'll have all of the necessary information to complete your business plan and present it to potential lenders. Number 8, sign the agreements. While many other franchisor has rigid franchise agreements, some franchisors may be flexible in negotiating in the terms of agreement. Number 9, obtain all necessary permits and insurance. Each industry has its own requirement for permits and insurance. Number 10, hire staff and attain training. The number of staff members needed to run the operations will depend on the type of franchise chosen. Franchisors usually provide trainings in the combination of practical and classroom experience to at least the franchisee and the other manager. And the number 11, which is the last one, opening your franchise business. Before opening a franchise business, you will need to alert potential customers to their new marketplace option. Franchisors will often have defined processes of ads, signage, and other initiatives to be performed. And that's all for the given tasks. Thank you for watching.